Hey there, YouTubers. So I'm back today with a quick haul. It's not gonna take long because I'm not doing like big shopping sprees lately, but I do try every once in a while to buy some things which are not paper, not embellishments, but things which kind of will change my style eventually in scrapbooking. So I'm really excited about this baby here. It's the handheld sewing machine by Singer, and it's pretty cool actually. Looks a bit like a stapler. It does work with batteries, but I have an adapter, which is great because I'll just plug it into electricity and I don't have to bother about batteries at all. But if you had to use it with batteries, it would take 4 normal pencil batteries right there. And I'm pretty excited about this machine. It didn't cost much. It was just about 20 euros, perhaps 20 euros for this, which is good. It came with a piece of fabric and the thread has been sewn, and it's super easy. You just pass this through and it sews. Now, this is not for real sewing purposes because there's a trick to this, because if you pull the thread, the whole thing just comes out. Apparently there's a way, I've seen people on YouTube do this, that they loop, the end loop, they just tie a knot or something like that. I have to figure out how this works, but anyway, I have tried it on paper. It works like a charm on paper, so that's what I wanted it for. And with this, I got more colors and a few extra needles just in case they get broken. So yeah, I think it's pretty good value for 20 euros, don't you think? And considering that I do not have the space to buy a proper sewing machine, well, this is as good as it gets, and I'm pretty happy. So yeah, I'll be working on some projects using this very soon. Then I got myself something else which I had been meaning to get for a long time, which is the Ranger texture paste. And I've seen a lot of scrapbookers out there using texture paste. I did buy Gesso a few months ago, which I have been using on and off, but I kind of realized that I wanted something more firm, like texture paste. So I got the Ranger one because after talking to some people over Facebook, they said that this was really good quality, and actually it was the cheapest one I found. Possibly because the other ones, they came in bigger bottles, but sincerely, for what I'm gonna use it, I prefer a smaller size, you know? And then I did get a set of palette knives, and well, you know, so I will use them together. Then I fell in love with, you know what happens to us, no? We fall in love with one thing, but we have to buy the whole thing. I fell in love with this feather here, and I do have in mind to stamp it, cut it out, make die cuts out of it. So I have been a big fan of feathers lately, and this is a Spanish stamp company. It's called Lora by Lora, and I do like their stamps a lot. And I thought that this one was great, so I bought it for the feathers. I do like the heart, I do like the arrow as well, and the rest will try and find some use for that. And finally, I got this, which is from American Crafts, and it's printed burlap. So I wasn't really sure what this was, but I do find this useful when I'm making albums, and I have planned to make quite a few mini albums for babies. So yeah, I wasn't sure if this had a sticky back or not. Apparently it doesn't. It does not really feel like fabric, although it looks like fabric. And yeah, I'll see what I'll do with this. Yeah, my daughter's knocking on the door. Laura, 1 second. So I will probably use this for the covers of my albums. Not the whole thing, just a little bit at the edge. It's what I like to do. And possibly I could just stitch through it as well and see how it works out. And yeah, this is what I got. And then I did go to, well, here we call them the chinos in Spain. In America they would be the dollar store. And I did get this beautiful silver tape for like a ridiculous price. And I got this double-sided foam tape, which I find really useful because I do buy this kind sometimes, but this is just so much cheaper. It's like 90 cents. You can imagine how cheap it is. And that's all for me today, and happy scrapping. Bye!